Welcome everybody to a look at another indicator release that I somehow missed out on last year alongside Obsession, and it is 1958's The Whole Truth. So this is directed by John Gillerman, who also did the really well excellent films The Towering Inferno and PJ, but a really rather also like Death on the Nile, The Bridge on Ramagen, Guns at Batazi, and Skyjacked. So this is a thriller clocking at 84 minutes long. Stars the likes of Stuart Granger, who was in likes of Footsteps in the Fog and The Wild Geese. Donna Reed, who was in likes of It's a Wonderful Life, Ransom, From Here to Eternity, The Picture of Dorian Gray, and Scandal Sheet. And finally, George Sanders, who I've seen in 20 other films, favourites being the likes of All About Eve, A Shot in the Dark, which is for my money the best of the Pink Panther films, and Manhunt. So on the French Riviera, movie producer Max Poulton is on location shooting a film starring his lover, Gina Bettini, or Bettini. But when the rueful Max ends his fling with Gina to return to his loyal wife, Carol, the jilted actress threatens to reveal details of their affair to Carol. Later at a party at Max's villa, investigator Carlis arrives with news that Gina has been killed and that Max is a murderer suspect even. Yeah, now, quite frankly, is the plot to this thriller a little on the implausible side of things, perhaps, but the cast is so good and the script is so well written that any implausibility doesn't become annoying, while the direction is on point and the pacing is literally perfect, because that 84 minutes just zips by. It is also well shot, the character interactions are enjoyable, and the score is good. Yeah, overall, a really enjoyable, thriller with obviously a little bit of crime elements, maybe some later film noir aspects to it as well, because it is in black and white. Um, does have some decent uses of shadows and stuff like that. Yeah, on the whole, a really good effort, and another one that I am, like I said, with Obsession, really surprised that I missed out on last year, but also annoyed that I missed out on last year because yeah, really did enjoy this, and yeah, it's definitely one of my favorite single disc limited edition releases from Indicator, quite frankly. That is the disc itself. I do realize that in the last Indicator release, Obsession, that I do believe I forgot to show the reversible sleeve artwork, but there's a reversible sleeve artwork for The Whole Truth. I think I will just show you the Obsession one as well, because I do feel a bit idiotic for forgetting it. Oh no, I didn't. Oh yeah, I did. Pretty sure I did. You know, they're the same. Yeah, all that's different on the Obsession one is the rating. So there's rating there and no rating there. So that's the reason why I didn't show it. So sorry for that little bit of a divergence there. Yeah, on the actual disc though, we've got a high definition remaster. The film looks really rather good. It's not had as much of a work as Obsession did, but it still looks really good. It's also got the original mono soundtrack. Again, no real issues in terms of sound. Audio commentary with film historians Kevin Lyons and Jonathan Rigby from 2024. Then we've got Sinister Smiles, clocking 18 minutes long from 2024. Film historian Robert Shile discusses the whole truth, its making, personnel, and reception, as well as the history of British film production company Romulus Films. Then we've got the BEHP interview with Ronald Spencer from 1991, clocking in at 48 minutes long. So that's archival audio recording made as part of the British Entertainment History Project, featuring the assistant director in conversation with Joyce Robinson. Then we've got the original theatrical trailer and an image gallery, as well as new and improved English subtitles for the deaf and hard of hearing, as well as obviously the booklet that I've just shown you. So it's also a world premiere on Blu-ray when it was released last year. And again, limited to edition of only 3,000 copies for the UK. And that makes it surprising that I was actually able to find it. I found this right alongside Obsession in FOP in Manchester, alongside God of Gamblers of all things as well on limited edition, which again I thought had been completely sold out, and yet I found one version of that in there as well. So yeah, to find it still on a limited edition version, given it's several months after its initial release, was a massive surprise. But I'm glad I did, and because I really enjoyed the film. It's a good solid 4 out of 5, and yeah, Really nice limited edition release as well, because we also have the booklet. I just remembered that I forgot to show you. So yeah, a couple of shots from the film there. Well, one shot from the film and one from behind the scenes. And in the booklet, you got your cast and your crew, and then you got Uncovering John Gillerman and the Whole Truth by Barry Forshaw from 2024, as well as shots from the film. Rather nicely shot film, especially with the French Riviera being the setting. Then you got the Baroness with the He Dolls from by Donald Zeck from 1957. Ignore the doorbell. I'm ignoring it. And then again, more shots from the film. There's a really rather good car crash in this, by the way. I love a good political car crash, especially from you know the 50s and before. Then we've got the Two Faces of Mr. Sanders by Thomas Wiseman from 1957. So that's writing for the Nottingham Evening Post. Thomas Wiseman interviewed actor George Sanders, finding him in a somewhat regal setting. He has such an amazing voice, George Sanders, and even as a villain or as a protagonist or antagonist, he's just really really good. Then you got Two Girls with One Big Headache by Derek Flood from 1958. His piece for the Evening Chronicle contrasts the performances and roles of Donna Reed and Gianna Maria Canali. I think that was actually her first English speaking role, but I might be wrong on that. And then we got Promoting the Whole Truth from 1958. So, as with most films of the era, Columbia Pictures produced a press book or campaign manual to accompany the release of The Whole Truth, alongside posters and newspaper advertisements. This included suggestions for how exhibitors could exploit audience interests. These typically involve cross-promotion activities with local businesses and broadcasters, as seen in these ideas, each of which plays on the film's title. So, like store ads, like saying we tell the whole truth about our values and stuff like that, to kind of make people think of the title, even if they might not even see the film. Which is really cool. And then we've got the critical response. So, The Whole Truth was first experienced as a teleplay broadcast on the BBC on the 17th of July 1955. The play was well received, as evidenced by the Birmingham Evening Mail's review. And yeah, then you got about the presentation, special thanks, acknowledgements, and indicator credits in the back. So the presentation is sourced from a Sony HD remaster. And the film's original mono soundtrack was also remastered at the same time. So yeah, a really rather in-depth booklet, as per usual with these limited edition releases from Indicator, single disc or otherwise. So yeah, really rather great film, really enjoyable. Gets in and out in no time at all, being less than 90 minutes. And yeah, you got that good cast, really rather nice French Riviera location, and just a generally enjoyable plot. So if you have seen this film before, I'd like to hear your thoughts on it. But nonetheless, thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.